Hello, and welcome to the Life by Design with Jeanette podcast, where we talk about creating a life you would truly love instead of settling for a life by default. I'm Jeanette Mondon, real results expert and a dream builder coach. If you've ever felt like you're intelligent, capable, hardworking, and yet somehow life still feels stuck, you are not alone. Many of the smartest people I know are also the ones who feel the most frustrated. They know they're capable of more. They know they're meant for more, yet somehow they feel like they're spinning their wheels. Today, we're going to explore why smart people often feel stuck, and more importantly, how to move forward into a life you would love. So let's dive in. Have you ever noticed something interesting? Some of the most intelligent people are also the most self-critical. They analyze everything. They overthink decisions. They question themselves constantly. And sometimes they end up stuck in a cycle of thinking rather than moving forward. You may have thought things like, I should have figured this out by now. Why do other people seem to move ahead so easily? What's wrong with me? But here's something important to understand. Feeling stuck is not a sign of lack of intelligence. Often it's actually the opposite. Sometimes the very strengths that made you successful are the same things that keep you stuck. Let's talk about why. Number one, smart people overthink. Smart people are great thinkers, but thinking can easily turn into overthinking. Instead of taking action, they try to calculate every possible outcome. They ask questions like, what if this doesn't work? What if I make the wrong decision? What if people judge me? And suddenly a simple decision becomes a complicated puzzle. Instead of moving forward, they stay at the planning stage forever. But here's the truth. Clarity doesn't come from thinking. Clarity comes from movement. You don't get clarity before action. You get clarity through action. Number two, smart people see all the risks. Highly intelligent people are excellent at seeing problems. They can predict potential challenges. They can identify flaws. And while that can be a strength, it can also be a trap. Because instead of seeing possibility, they begin to see obstacles everywhere. Their mind starts saying things like, that probably won't work. Someone else has already done that. The economy is uncertain. It's too late to start. But before they even try, they've already talked themselves out of it. Meanwhile, someone else who may be less experienced but more willing to act moves forward and succeeds. Sometimes courage beats intelligence. Number three, smart people wait until they feel ready. This is one of the biggest reasons people stay stuck. They wait until they feel ready, confident, and certain. But the truth is, those feelings usually come after you start. Confidence is not something you have first. Confidence is something you build through action. Think about learning to ride a bike. No one felt confident before they started. Confidence came after wobbling, falling, and trying again. The same thing is true with creating the life you want. Number four, smart people often follow a logical path. Many smart people were taught to follow the logical path. Go to school, get a job, be responsible, do what makes sense. But sometimes the logical path doesn't lead to the life your heart truly wants. When your heart and your logic are not aligned, you can feel stuck because part of you wants security, but another part of you wants freedom, purpose, creativity, or impact. This is where so many people start asking themselves the question, is this really all there is? And that question is often the beginning of transformation. The one question that changes everything. When people feel stuck, they usually focus on problems. They ask, why isn't this working? What's wrong with my life? Why am I not further along? But there's a much more powerful question. It's the question I often ask in my workshops, and the question is this: what would you love? We talk about this all the time, but it's the most important question to ask. What would you love? Not what's realistic, not what's safe, not what other people expect, but truly, what would you love? Because when you connect with what you love, energy comes back, creativity comes back, motivation comes back, and suddenly the path forward becomes clearer. The biggest shift from stuckness to movement is vision. When people don't have a clear vision of their life, they drift. They react to circumstances. They settle for what shows up. But when someone has a vision, everything changes. Vision gives direction. Vision gives meaning. Vision gives energy. Think of vision like entering a destination into a GPS. If you don't put in a destination, the GPS can't guide you. But once you choose where you want to go, the path begins to appear. Let me invite you to try something right now. Take a deep breath. Imagine it's 3 years from today. Your life has turned out beautifully. Things have unfolded even better than you expected. Ask yourself, what does my life look like? How do I feel each day? What am I doing? Who am I helping? What brings me joy? This is the beginning of designing your life intentionally instead of living it by default. If you're feeling stuck, I want you to hear something clearly. You are not stuck. You may simply be unfocused on your vision, or waiting for permission, or waiting until something feels certain. But life doesn't require certainty. It requires courage and clarity of direction. Sometimes all it takes is one decision, one step, one new perspective, and everything begins to shift. If today's episode resonated with you, I invite you to explore this work even deeper. I regularly host vision workshops where we walk through a powerful process to help you gain clarity about what you truly want in life and about how to begin moving toward it. These workshops are transformational and designed to help you move from feeling stuck to creating a clear vision for your future. You can learn more and reserve your spot at lifecoachingwithjeanette.com. Also, on my website, you can ask for a free vision workbook, which will actually help you move forward with your vision. And if you enjoyed this episode, please share it with someone who might need to hear this message today. Remember, you don't have to live life by default. You can design a life you truly love. Thank you for joining me today on the Life by Design with Jeanette podcast, and I'll see you in the next episode.